All right, so welcome back, everyone, for another with us. And today, we're going to be looking at something
Okay.
that you might have already seen floating around out there. It's an article about Travis Kelce,
Mm-hmm.
fresh off a playoff win
Yeah.
with the Kansas City Chiefs.
Yeah.
And he gives a little nod to his girlfriend, Taylor Swift. So, at first glance, this is,
Sure.
your typical sports meets celebrity gossip kind of thing.
Yeah.
But we like to go a little deeper than
Absolutely.
that. So let's see if we can find something a little more interesting in this article.
Yeah, and what's interesting is that it goes beyond just, him giving her a shout out. The article mentions that Taylor Swift was at the game with Caitlin Clark.
Oh, yeah.
Like another sports,
Superstar.
superstar. Yeah, that's not just some random detail to throw in there, is it?
That's very interesting. What do you think that means?
Well, it kind of goes against the typical, celebrity cameo narrative. She's not just there for the cameras. She's with someone who gets the intensity of the game,
Right.
the pressure that he's under. It really suggests that she's genuinely engaged with his world.
Yeah, it makes it feel much more
Yeah,
genuine, right?
exactly.
Less about the spotlight
Yeah.
and more about actually supporting him. And speaking of supporting him, we have to talk about the 22 baby 22 moment.
Oh.
Kelce clearly, pumped up after this big win. And he references one of her songs.
Right.
Some people might find it cheesy.
Sure.
Some people might find it endearing. What do you think?
I think it's so fascinating. It's a glimpse into their dynamic and maybe even something bigger than that. I mean, you see athletes and musicians, even politicians using these little,
Codes.
codes inside jokes to connect with their loved ones in these crazy high pressure moments.
Mhm.
It's kind of a way of saying, hey, we're in this together without actually breaking focus.
Yeah. It makes you wonder if they had this plan beforehand.
Oh.
Like, regardless of whether they won or lost, he was going to give her a shout out, which adds a whole other layer to it.
Mhm.
And then he goes on and he describes how he's feeling, and he's very playful, and he talks about how sharp he feels mentally.
Right.
It's like her being there almost gave him an extra edge.
Yeah, it really makes you wonder if having a significant other there adds pressure or if it actually fuels you. It's probably different for everyone.
Right.
But in this case, he is clearly riding high. Emotionally and in terms of his performance, it's a level of comfort and confidence, maybe knowing that she's got his back.
And it's interesting to point out that they haven't even been dating that long. It was only back in summer 2023
Oh, wow.
that they started dating.
That's right.
So to see them already showing this much affection publicly is interesting.
Yeah, definitely. It shows a certain level of trust and support for each other. That goes beyond just a honeymoon phase. They're figuring out how to navigate the spotlight together. And that can't be easy with how famous they both are.
So we've gone from a simple shout out to a deeper look at, athlete psychology,
Right.
coded communication, and even, relationship dynamics, all under the glare of the spotlight.
It's pretty amazing what you can get.
That was quite a deep dive.
It is, and it leaves you thinking. Does the presence of a significant other at a high-pressure event help or hurt you? And how does that play out in other fields, even in everyday life?
That's a great question to think about. Thank you for joining us on this deep dive, and we'll catch you next time.